Good YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Detroit Pistons is one win away for 60 with their 59th win in this game. They're 59-22, 27-13 on the road. That's really good. The Hornets go to 43-38 and 21-20 at home. They're above 500. It'll be fun if they can stay that way, obviously. And we'll have to see, because the Pistons wins the season series 3-0. They beat Charlotte every single time they played against them. And if you want me to be honest, they dominated two of them. Had a little trouble in the second one, but they still won. So the Pistons show you that they can beat them. They can possibly sweep them, although the Hornets have been playing great basketball, especially these last 2 months. Detroit 36-30 in the first quarter. They won that one. Charlotte did win the second quarter 35-32. That's a lot of points back to back that the Charlotte Hornets put on the Pistons. 30 and 35. A lot of teams can't do that to the Pistons, but it happened. And then it was 25-25 in the third, and then the Pistons put them away 25-10. That's ridiculous. In the fourth quarter, the Hornets couldn't really get anything to go. And the Pistons have shown that throughout the season that they can really just lock down defensively if they have to. And they got it done. Tobias Harris, the only starter to not score in double figures in points for the Pistons. He had 8. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus minus. He didn't take a lot of shots. He didn't really involve himself a lot in the offense, but when he was getting the ball, he was still able to do enough, when it came to still knocking down shots and still trying to make shots, and that's all you can really ask for him to do. Duncan Robinson was used a lot more in this one. He played 26 minutes. He went 6 of 11 from the field. He went 3 of 7 from 3. He ended up having 19 points. He went 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Really, really good scoring from him. Good ball movement. Good understanding of what to do when he was out there on the court, whether that was getting open or finding ways to find his teammates to keep things going offensively. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a steal. 1 personal foul, and was a +1 and plus minus. Jalen Duren played 22 minutes. He had 20 points. The 20 points was the most on the team. And he did go 8 of 11 from the field and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So he didn't miss much in this one. He's one of the toughest covers in the league because you know exactly what he's trying to do, or you have a sense of what he wants to do. And it's just so hard to stop him from getting in those areas and getting in those spots and just scoring at a high level. 9 rebounds, though. That was game high for the Pistons. Not a surprise that he did that. He did have 4 assists. He is a good guy that's going to find you, and he's going to try to make your job as easy as he can if he can help it. He did have 2 turnovers, though, and 5 personal fouls. That was the worst part of his night, but being a rim protector and being the guy that wants to, be as active as he can sometimes lead to foul trouble. He also had 3 offensive boards out of the 9, was a +3 and plus minus. And then Cade, he ended up playing 28 minutes. He ended up having 14 points. He went 7 of 13 from the field, or 3 from the three-point line. He did miss his only free throw. So he was just taking his time, just seeing what the defense was giving him. He wasn't really rushing anything or trying to try too hard. He was just letting the game come to him. And this one, he did have 7 assists and 3 turnovers. He had 2 rebounds, 1 steal in the block, 2 offensive rebounds, and that was all his rebounds. And then he had a personal foul, was a +3 and plus minus. It was a good game from him. He didn't really dominate this one. He didn't really take over this one, but he did do a good job defensively on the perimeter, especially. And then also Thompson did the same. 25 minutes, 12 points. He went 5 of 8 from the field. As long as he's scoring in double figures and keeping the ball moving and keep trying to be a threat, that's all you really want from him, besides just good defense on the perimeter or near the basket. If he can't help you or he needs to switch, he went 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a +3 and plus minus. Paul Reed, 10 minutes, 4 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. He had 7 rebounds, ended up being the most on the team. He had 1 turnover, 3 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and was a +6 and plus minus. you're just happy that he helped you on the boards and was able to score here and there whenever he had opportunities and he had good looks. So that's all you can really want from him. Isaiah Stewart, 16 minutes, he had 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field as well, but he went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's how he got 5 points. And he also did miss his only shot from 3. He had 3 rebounds, no turnovers, a steal, and 2 blocks. The 2 blocks actually was the most on the team. He can do that. He always has been one of their better defenders and one of their better rim protectors. He did have 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a +9. And plus minus, Ronald Holland played 21 minutes. It was the most off the bench, and he gave them a lot of scoring. He went and got 13 for him, and he went 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. When this jump shot is falling from the perimeter, you know he's going to pile up some points on you. He did have 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a steal. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a +10 and plus minus. Javonte Green was able to make a 3, then went 3 of 3 from the free throw line for 6 points in 15 minutes. He did have 2 rebounds, no turnovers. He also had 1 steal, no personal fouls, and was a +15 and plus minus. Caris LeVert, 15 minutes, 6 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field. He missed his only 3. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and he also had no turnovers. 2 steals and a block, so he gave you a little bit of everything. Kind of balanced out a little bit since he wasn't as efficient as you will probably want, but it wasn't really as needed in this one. He had 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, was a 0 and plus minus. Kevin Huerter made a 3, then missed 2. Then he finished 2 of 5 from the field for 5 points. He went 3 and got 3 rebounds. He had 3 assists. He had no turnovers. He had 1 steal in the block, no personal fouls, and was a +22. And plus minus, Marcus Sasser played 2 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers in the block, no personal fouls, and was a +1 and plus minus. Chaz Lanier, 2 minutes. He didn't do anything in this one, but finished as a +1 and plus minus. And then Dennis Jenkins, he had a lot of looks in this one. Couldn't really make any of them. He went 2 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. But he still found a way to get 6 points in 18 minutes. He also had 1 rebound. He had 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block, 1 personal foul, and was a +14 and plus minus. Did some of everything that you can want, but besides make shots at a high level in this one. It happens. Good thing that his teammates was able to step up and still help them get the win. Miles Bridges, 23 minutes, 10 points. He went 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds. It ended up being the most on the team. 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 blocks, no personal fouls, and a -14 and plus minus. Good scoring. He did a good job of switching it up, and the free throw line really balanced out his scoring, but the glasses where he really helped out a lot too. And then also just getting those blocks, they was timely and it mattered at the time before the game got a little bit away from him in that fourth. Musa, he had 8 points. He ended up being their only starter to not score in double figures, but he's one of those players that don't really care if he scores a lot or not. If he gets a good look or he's open, he's going to take it. If not, he's going to make sure somebody else gets it, and he's just going to try to rebound or try to, protect the paint if he can on the other end of the basketball court. He went 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 6 boards, 2 assists in the turnover. He had 2 blocks. He also had 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a -7 and plus minus. Brandon Miller, 31 minutes. He had 22 points. He went 9 of 20 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Got in a little scuffle when the game started. Nice alley-oop finish. He's been getting a lot of those. He's been getting a lot of nice drives and finishes with dunks. But he also saying, I can shoot a little bit. I can dribble a little bit. I can play some defense. I'm trying to become a well-rounded player, and he's being closer to that this season. But, if he's going to be an all-star, the jump shot has to be a little bit more consistent, and then the playmaking has to be there more often too. Other than that, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 4 steals. The 4 steals was tied with Grant Williams for the most in the game. He had 2 offensive rebounds and 4 personal fouls and was a -8 and plus minus. LaMelo Ball played 33 minutes. He led them in scoring with 27 points. But he went 7 of 20 from the field and 6 of 16 from 3. he is one of those guys where if this is how you're gonna play and these are the shots you're gonna take, I'm not gonna be too mad if you do, especially if I can semi-contest it or contest them. Because a lot of them shots, I'm cool with you taking. I mean, if you're gonna take that shot and you make it, either I'm gonna foul you or I gotta kind of let you have it with a little bit of a contest. If you make it, I'm just gonna have to live with it. This is the NBA. This is the show of the greatest players in the world at this sport at the time. So if he's good enough to make these shots and make these plays, we just have to say we just gotta try harder next time to make it tough. If we make it tough and he make it, it is what it is. He had 5 rebounds, 8 assists. He had found his teammates real well in this one. He also had 4 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 14 and plus minus. Con Knipple, 29 minutes. He had 10 points. He didn't shoot the ball that well. He went 4 of 12 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. He did get 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 turnovers. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, was a minus 1 and plus minus. Sometimes he wants to drive. Sometimes he wants to mid-range. Sometimes he wants to 3. It depends on what the defense was trying to do to him at those particular times throughout the game. He just couldn't counter well enough and make them pay for a lot of their decisions in this game. But he has shown and has done it throughout the season. Grant Williams, 22 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. You know he wants those threes, but tonight he couldn't make any of them. And then he really didn't make any of the other shots either besides 1. He had 4 rebounds, no turnovers, and 1 block. He had 3 offensive boards out of the 4. He also had no personal foul and was a minus 6 and plus minus. Xavier Tillman got on the court. He played 4 minutes and he made his only shot. He also had 2 rebounds and no turnovers and no personal fouls and was a plus 1 in plus minus. And you ended up seeing Ryan play 23 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He got 4 points. He made his only shot and also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He got 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers and a block. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 12 in plus minus. Pat Connaughton played 4 minutes. He missed his only shot. He had 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and was a plus 1 in plus minus. Kobe White, 16 minutes. He had 11 points. That ended up being the most points off the bench. He's basically been doing it, seemed like that every game. He went 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Good scoring from him, and he did it in a lot of different ways. He also had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers in his block. You don't really see him. Well, he didn't have a block. He had 2 turnovers. He had 2 personal fouls, was a minus 20 in plus minus. Josh Green had the block, but he didn't do anything else but finish as a minus 2 in plus minus. Trey Mann played 3 minutes. He had 2 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He had no turnovers. He had no personal fouls and was a plus 1 in plus minus. And he had Zion James, 17 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field. He went 0 of 3 from the three-point line. He had 3 boards and 1 turnover and a personal foul and was a minus 9 in plus minus. And you look at the Pistons, they shot 51%, but they did hold the Charlotte Hornets to 39%. And the Hornets also is a good 3-point shooting team. Not today. They shot 28% from 3. The Pistons didn't do that great either. They shot 33%, but it was better than the Hornets. And they did take significantly less, 20 less threes. And then 23 free throws for the Hornets. They shot 83%. 26 for the Pistons. They shot 73%. 41 rebounds for the Hornets, 49 for the Pistons. 16 assists for the Hornets, 29 for the Pistons. 15 turnovers for the Hornets, 13 for the Pistons. 10 steals for the Hornets, 13 for the Pistons. Both teams had 8 blocks. 14 offensive rebounds for the Hornets, 16 for the Pistons. 27 defensive rebounds for the Hornets, 33 for the Pistons. And then 17 personal fouls for the Hornets, 20 for the Pistons. And just a really good game from the Pistons on both ends. They handled their business. They got it done. They dominated. They showed that we're not a team to play with. We're not a team to mess around with. And they really are locked in on being a good and great team. And you have to get it done on both ends. And that's something that they did all season. They're young. They're hungry. They're feisty. And man, is they tough to beat. You know, they on pace to win 60 next on Sunday. And that will be a really good achievement. Every single year, they have got significantly better for being one of the worst teams in the league to being a okay team to being a good team to now being a team that can just do whatever they want to teams and still win how they want to win and how they want to do it. And not too many teams I have seen do that in a long time, but this is one of them. Even when Cade was out, they still kept getting the wins and they still kept playing hard defense and still kept playing together and they got wins for that reason. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up though. See y'all later. And like I said, I'll be coming to y'all with more instant analysis for the rest of the day.